Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing a quick draft Crimson Vow today. And I see we're offered Sorin the Reckless, which is a very strong rare. I wouldn't mind taking Rending Flame, of course, but Sorin is an absolute first pick. Let's just see how good the draft guide thinks it is. Also, I recently opened a game from like 2007 or something, 2001, and it like opened in some crazy resolution. Now all my windows are the wrong size, and I'm mad about it. Sorin, yeah, Sorin is rated as an incredible bomb in this format, slightly by this draft guide, right in between like Manaform Hellkite and Halana and Elena partners, which we know are both game winning. I haven't had Sorin before, but I'm aware that it is very strong. Oh wait, have I had it? I know I've fought against players who've had it. I don't think I've had it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we're taking Sorin, obviously.
No cost is too great to quell my people's savagery.
Of these cards, I think Brambleworm is probably the most good. But Skullscab is black and is also quite good. The draft guide, by the way, likes Skullscab quite a bit more than Brambleworm. Okay, noticeably more, not a huge amount more. I don't know. I think they're both very good. I have seen by watching other YouTube Magic videos that Brambleworm is probably better than the guide says it is. But anyway, Skullscab is quite good and fits the deck, so we will take a Skullscab. No other real reasonable choices here besides those two. There's plenty of good cards, but nothing that come close to these two. I think we have to take the Blood Tithe Harvester, right? Just to stay open to red-black or blue-black? Both of which, could be playable. I could go crazy and take Repository Scab and say I'm blue-black, but I think that's nuts. The other things I could do that might be reasonable, other than taking the Harvester, would be to take the Scavenger, which is pretty good, or Vampire's Kiss, which is not bad. But I think we take the Blood Tithe Harvester. It's head and shoulders above the rest here. And, we might end up in 3-color, maybe, although probably not. Panicked Bystander's okay. Traveling Minister's pretty good. Nothing red here. Plenty of black, which is sort of good news. None of the black is amazing, but it suggests that maybe people aren't taking black cards and that I'll be the one getting all the good ones. Rot-Tide Gargantua does exploit, and so Skullscab likes that. Persistent Specimen also is a good exploit target, but we don't really have an exploit deck yet. We just have some black cards. So I don't think we should be thinking too much about those effects specifically synergizing with the deck, so much as just pick whatever's best here. And I think that's the Desperate Farmer. Panicked Bystander is a better card, but I don't think I'm that keen on trying to diversify into black-white when I could just take an okay card. In black? I don't know. Yeah, I'll take a Desperate Farmer. Lumberknot? More black plus X options available to me if I took the Lumberknot. And black-green is the color with the best fixing, for example, mulch. So you could try to run multicolor if you took green, but these things all cost 2. It's really hard to have the right mana by turn 2 if you're running lots of colors. So I don't think that Lumberknot is a great idea. Also, the last couple packs have not had much good in the way of green. So there's some chance that people are taking green. Now, on the other hand, this pack does have some good green, right? Lumberknot. Geistlight Snare is an okay counter, but not really in blue-black. It's more of a white-blue counter. I'm sure it's playable in blue-black. So I think actually like Lumberknot and Pointed Discussion are the reasonable picks here. Lumberknot if we want to stay open to colors other than these. There hasn't really been much good red stuff. There was that one Falconwrath Celebrants a bit ago. I haven't seen much good green stuff, but the fact that this went by means there might be some. I mean, Lumberknot is not insane or anything. How good does the draft guide think Lumberknot is? 78th. About as good as Skullscab. So I think we just take this and... Oh, there's the Falconwrath Celebrants I was thinking of, by the way. Well, I guess we could take the Celebrants arguing like, hey, red looks sort of open. But, I mean, people aren't dying to take Falconwrath Celebrants. They're just good cards that you're happy to take. I think I'm still waiting for some information about whether I should be... what color I should be playing besides black. I'm going to take the Lumberknot. Okay. No black in this pack, notably. Could take Vampire's Vengeance, which works in black-red. Or Epicure, which is also fine in black-red. The two blue spells are okay. How good is Vengeance, anyway? Did I type it wrong? Oh, I did. Vengeance is fine. I guess of these cards, Vengeance is the best one. And if I end up in black-red, it'll be a pretty good card. So sure, I'll take that. Not much here. I guess it's Crushing Canopy. A playable green card that if I were in green, I might want to run over pretty much a bunch of nothing everywhere else. This is pick 8. Heirloom, if we wanted to try running more colors. I don't think that's a great idea. I could just take the Flame Breather, commit a little bit more to red. Yeah, let's take another red card. I don't think really going for fixing is the right idea to like try and run like everything but white. I know I had one successful deck early on in Crimson Vow that ran like everything, but actually I think it ran 5 colors. It ran like white specifically for Fierce Retribution and blue specifically for that guy that makes flying zombies, and red for like 2 or 3 cards, and the rest was black-green. But the cards I have now don't encourage that kind of style, I don't think. They're too cheap. They need your colored mana too early for something like Nature's Embrace. I don't much like Lacerate Flesh. It is big removal, but I think I'll just take a Weary Prisoner as like a decent defender to try and let me outvalue people with Sorin, maybe? Really happy to see the Scavenger come back. Persistent Specimen's okay, but there's lots of chances to get those. Scavenger is just pretty solid. Do I want another? Or do I just take a Vampire's Kiss for the blood tokens? In red-black, which is where we look like we're headed, you shouldn't need that much help to get blood tokens, I think. So I should probably take the Scavenger. Yeah. Got the Specimen. I don't really want it right now. I already have a Crushing Canopy, don't I? Alright, I'll take a Witch's Web then. Voice of the Blessed? That's a really strong white card that works well in black-white. Well, actually, how strong is it? It's pretty... Okay, it's pretty good. I think Rending Flame is probably the pick here. Innocent Traveler is okay, but just like give me some removal. I've had some decks that have been killed by not enough removal recently. And this is like top tier removal just being given to me for free here. I wouldn't mind picking up Bolt on the next pick, or I don't know. I might get Vampire's Kiss. I don't expect I'll get either of these. Markov Retribution for the Vampire deck? Okay, I guess we're headed to Vampires today. There's been really no blue-black offered, so that Skull Scab is just out of here. I mean, I so far only have one Vampire, but if we're playing red-black, there should be more at some point, right? I don't know, though. If you don't have enough, like, big vampires, this is not that great as removal. I should maybe just take an Epicure? I don't know. I think I'll take this for now and hope to get enough vampires for it. Reckless Impulse? Or just like a 3-drop? Not a good one. Could take a Courier Bat. I have some life gain. The Farmer and both Scavengers. Okay, I'll take the Courier Bat. Man, there's no vampires out there. Evolving Wilds, I don't think I want to throw any blue in, really. Just give me another Farmer, I guess. I know it's another 3-drop. I want cheaper stuff. I don't know, maybe I should take Reckless Impulse. To try to get to my Sorin and stuff like that. Sure, over like... I think I have enough. I should not be going crazy for more 3-drops right now. I also kind of have enough, like, instants and sorceries. Maybe I shouldn't be taking another, but I'm going to. Alright, I mean, Blood Fountain, I guess. Aim for the head? Just, like, try to get card advantage that way? Yuck. I don't think I want a second Blood Fountain. One is plenty. Gluttonous Guest is a solid pickup, and a Vampire, yeah. Thrilled to hit that, even if it is another 3-drop. Okay, more Guests or a Falconrat Celebrants for some top end. I think just more Gluttonous Guest. I took a Vampire Bat, didn't I? Courier Bat, rather. So I have more reason to like the life gain. This is all kind of junk. Okay, the Epicure came back. That's nice, I think. Reckless Impulse or Wedding Invitation? No. The lifelink is cute. But I think I just want, like, some draw. I don't know if I'm actually going to run this. I might already have a bit too much draw stuff. Evolving Wilds in case I want to try to run, like, Lumberknot or something. Falconwrath Forebear. What is this? 3 mana, 3/1 flyer. When it deals combat damage, make a blood token. Sack 2 blood tokens to put it back into the battlefield. This card must be quite good. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a Wedding Security, but... Or even Dormant Grove, maybe. but I think Forebear is substantially better. Yeah, I'll take that. It's another 3-drop, but that's okay. Yeah, so here's the kind of black-white activator. Innocent Traveler, I think I kind of have enough creatures at that. Well, I don't know, it is a vampire. What I'd like is Falconwrath Celebrants, really. I think I've probably got enough blood generation that I don't need Vampire's Kiss. The Blood Hypnotist is probably not what I want. Which I guess leaves me with Innocent Traveler. Okay, fine. Definitely don't need a knife here. Don't really want another Desperate Farmer. Edgar's Awakening. No, Flame Blessed Bolt, right? Edgar's Awakening works on creatures, and like there's some I'd be happy to have back, but I already have plenty of recursion. Just give me some removal. The Visionary, huh? It's a 2-drop that can do things. Yeah, okay. It's pretty aggressive. I don't know if my deck is that aggressive. I think it's mostly not. But it can draw and then it like turns into a threat they have to deal with. I think we have enough to play a Sure Strike here. Enough creatures? Yeah. Sure Strike's fine. Hearse. I think it's the best of the cards on offer, but not very good. Works well with Epicure and stuff, but... I mean, it's a pretty aggressive card. I don't know. I'll draft it for now. Wedding Invitation doesn't seem that great, but everything else looks, I think, worse. This would just be something to do on 2 if I don't yet have my blood online. But so is Wedding Invitation, right? Well, this does more. Maybe? I don't know. I have not been at all impressed by Ragged Recluse, but it is a 2-drop. It's like Cut the Hearse, maybe? I could play Reckless Impulse on 2, which, you know, in the red-blue decks, it was a lot of fun to play Reckless Impulse. I'm not sure it's really a great idea here. I don't know, it probably is fine. It's just like, you know, 2 mana on not doing anything to the board, right? So you're apt to get run over if that happens too often. But if you draw it late, it's great. If you draw it early, it's okay. Sometimes. I think I should take Reckless Impulse over a Recluse. I have a couple of like really good cards, like Sorin and the Forebear, that I would like to make sure I can hit. Of course, Reckless Impulse on 2 into Sorin would be bad, because then I would exile it before I could play it. But that's only if you play it specifically on 2, right? Blood Hypnotist is not my favorite card. It's all not for me. I already have plenty of Blood Surfers in my collection. Let's start collecting Lantern of the Lost. Well, I'm glad I didn't try to stick with blue-black. That would have been a nightmare. I don't really want aim for the head so much as I would like a pointed discussion, I guess. The curve on this deck is not really great. We don't have enough to do on 2, but I guess a lot of it is draw. I don't even know if that's good or bad. Oh, this is in because it's black. Yeah, sure. I don't really want to add any of those. I guess I could cut one of my mediocre 3s for a 4 if I wanted to go a bit heavier. But I guess that would be basically Desperate Farmer, right? If I wanted to run like a hearse or a Weary Prisoner. I don't really want to run a Weary Prisoner, but it is a pretty cool blocker. We could take the hearse, which gives my like Flame Breather and Epicure something to do. But unless it's like specifically those 2 creatures, it's not really very good. Gluttonous Guest, I guess, but we usually want them to block. I think if we're putting anything in, it's a Weary Prisoner. We have to put something in, obviously. Maybe it should just be Vampire's Kiss to give me something to do on 2 with more blood tokens and such. I don't know. I think we have enough. Blood generation. Maybe just putting back aim for the head. Yeah, I have enough 3-drop creatures. I don't know. I think my deck has way too many non-creatures. I don't need a pointed discussion. I have so many Reckless Impulses. Let's put in another 3-drop, even though I kind of hate it. Maybe I could put in a 1? I don't know. But there's not really any reason to run that card in this deck. Like, I don't have any creature sacrificing effects that I care about. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try this. I don't know how great it is. It has a couple really nice cards, Sorin and the Forebear, which hopefully can win a game or 2 of their own. I don't know if I can reliably survive until I'm like getting value out of them, though. Obviously, if I draw Forebear on turn 3, it's like very good. But there's no guarantee that'll happen. Well, okay, here we go. I mean, that's something. I'll take it. I wish I had a 2, but I usually don't. Reckless Impulse, maybe we can draw. Playing against blue. Blue-white with Vampire Slayer. That must be cool for you. I have a vampire deck. I'm not going to Sure Strike your thing. Okay, I have several good plays here, actually. I think the Forebear is not one of them. It doesn't do well against a 1/1. But we could play the Gluttonous Guest to block this, or we could get out a Bat to block that. I think I want the Gluttonous Guest. Stopping 2... Oh, it doesn't work because... Oh, it's a Vampire Slayer. What a fool. Maybe they won't notice. Ha! Got him. Now it works because I have First Strike. But I'm thinking maybe just use the... Well, I don't really want to use the blood token. I think I should play the Courier Bat. It feels kind of bad to not get life gain out of it. Or to not get returning a creature out of it. But I want a flyer to deal with their 1/1, and I don't want it to be my 3/1 flyer. I could just play the farmer, I guess. And then if they kill my... I don't know. fine. I don't know. Now at least if, like, I make this block, I don't know. Okay. So they're making a lot of flyers. We're going to welcome the vampire bat then, I guess. Don't really want more land. Like, I'm, you know, happy to draw some eventually. Oh, I guess I could have... Okay. So 5 mana is like play a 3-drop and a 2? I think Vampire Bat is pretty good right now. To contend with their Lantern Bearer. And then in the future, whatever they Lanterns lift, I can try to Sure Strike. Okay. Making a lot of 1/1 tokens. Cradle of Safety or something would be kind of sad. Okay. Not the end of the world, though. Alright, let's see what you got under there. Not bad. I think. So I could play that and also like my 3/1 flyer. I'm a little worried about my life total. I think I can get away with playing this. And Retribution your... I wish I could hold this for later, but Retribution this thing? Your flyer maker? And I don't think I need to play any more land at the moment. Just swing in with a 5/3. I'll hold back the 1/4. I mean, they might be letting it in, but no, they seem to not realize they have a Vampire Slayer. Okay, this gains me a bunch of life, which I'm really happy about. Opponent has, like, value, though? Like, I need to get my draw? Yep. Okay, wow, they're super committing to that creature. I guess that's fair. That's an enchantment that wants you to super commit, I guess. So I could play everything. I guess that's fine? I could hold on to the blood, the land though, and also hold on to this and plan to use it to cycle the... Yeah, and also I like blood for this guy, right? So attack with everything. Make sure opponent knows they're on a clock too. Oh, it can't block. I somehow didn't notice this until now. Okay, well that's maybe an issue. I thought I was gonna like Sure Strike their 2/2 and be like, haha, gotcha. Well, Sure Strike my thing while fighting their 2/2, of course. You know what I mean. Really? They love their 1/1 flyers that much? That's a surprise. Okay, I should have played the Epicure knowing that this Sure Strike wasn't going to work, so mistake there. Innocent Traveler is pretty great, I think. That and the Epicure is my play for the turn, I guess. Hmm. 3, 7, 8 we're threatening. I think they want to block like this. Suppose I do this. What if they block my 1-3? I guess that's fine. I'll just sure strike them. I'm not getting value out of that anyway. Yeah. I'll in. Block me if you dare. Okay. Do I sure strike that? I guess so. I'm not getting any value out of it otherwise. No. Tapping all red, please. Uh-oh. They have something they want to do in response? Retrieval? No. Indestructible. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, yeah, we're both pretty low on life here. I think you should have attacked with the 3-2 also. I don't know. I guess then I have maybe enough counterattacking potential. Ooh. Oh, no exploits. That's a little bit of a surprise. You have to. You have to sack now, right? Anytime, if you do, I just win. Or if you don't, rather, I win. Yeah. That's a great pickup. That's a fine way to tap. Okay, I guess we just subsist on blood tokens here. Go in for 3. But that's it. And dump the Epicure. But I don't have to do it now. Yeah, this is amazing. This is 6 life just sitting here, which is exactly what I need. End turn? Yes. There's no... I don't know, I guess I could draw a Blood Fountain, but I don't think I would even play that. Let's just see if they make me use the life. Maybe they'll forget that I have it, and will commit too much to an attack, and then I'll counterattack and kill them. Okay, no blocks. Ooh. It's exciting. You look dead, though, right? I have a flyer? No, cancel. Well, it doesn't matter what I tap. Vampire's Vengeance is a pretty good finisher. I don't need a finisher, though. They are tapped out, right? There's nothing they can do. I'll keep this. Scavenger, also a finisher. Oh. I was trying to figure out if I could afford to play both of those just in case I have some dailies about doing them. I don't remember what my dailies even are. I shouldn't worry about it. Like, you just like play draft regularly, you finish your dailies without any real problems. Yeah, cast creature spells, okay. So that was 1 win. It took a while, and it was a little bit touch and go. Great. My choice of 2-drops and 3-drops. All I could ask for would be like a Blood Fountain to start with or something, and I don't even know if I want Blood Fountain right now. I wonder if this deck just, like, doesn't need Blood Fountain. As, like, you know, do you really need a million creatures? I don't know, maybe. Okay, so I still don't know which of these to play first. I guess this one, right? What is the Flame Breather even doing? Nothing. This is like draw. So tap this first. I think. Is it conceivable that I don't want to tap it? Like, I'm planning to play the Gluttonous Guest next. That's fine. I'm just wondering, like, if it hits Sorin, do I resign? I don't think so. Okay, Swamp is lovely. So this was like a 2-mana, 4/3, draw a card, deal 2 damage to yourself, which is insane, right? It can't block, which is a bit of a downer. Vampire's Vengeance is fun. Spend a blood token now, I think? I don't know. Like, I'm just playing this, right? Does it matter if I use a blood token? I guess I'll save it until I have the second guest down. Which will be soon. Fierce Retribution, my 4/3. That's pretty cool for me, I think. I don't really care about that creature. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the best creature I'm going to have for a fair while. But I care more about being able to block them, right? I don't know. I guess if they killed this, I was going to be able to block. But I don't know. This guest represents a lot of life, right? I'm not sure they were right to Retribution to 4/3. I guess if they don't have anything to do about it, otherwise, they don't want to take 4 damage every turn. That's fair. They, like, a thing I might worry about is that they might bounce my guest or something and get in for some damage here, but that doesn't look like it's happening. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Some spell that you wanted to wait till I was totally tapped out for? No. Okay. I mean, with 5 mana, I could play both of these, which I guess would be fine. So maybe I don't use any blood now. I'm a little reluctant to play this guy because I worry about, like, Vampire's Vengeance killing him at some point. But I don't think I'm playing Vampire's Vengeance anytime soon. It's more like, are they going to counter me? You counter this with a Syncopate for 3 or for 4, I guess that's okay. I thought they might try to sneak in damage and draw. Apparently not. I don't know what they're hanging on to all this mana for. What are big blue instants in this format? Okay, just draw. Fine. I mean, if they're gonna let me just keep tempoing out, I'm happy with happy with it. Yes, that's a thing you can say. Correct. Humans who speak English would say that sometimes. Happy about it is sort of what I meant, but happy with it. Oh. Nice. Get to dump a couple ancestors. Actually, I don't... It's a little bit weird, right? They must have drawn nothing but gas. Because otherwise you would prefer to draw these, I think, right? So they must have picked up, you know, this and some other spell. Okay, well... I want to play Vampire's Vengeance here. Except for this guy, of course, so I won't. Gross. Hold back the 2/2 and swing with everything else? It offers them an okay trade with my 1/3. I guess I could just, like, Rending Flame the 2/1. You know, if they want to trade with my 1/3, I'm okay with that, because it flips this. And I get to kill whichever one of these I want. So that's the attack. Okay. I guess I don't have that much more blood generation coming up. I might conceivably hit like Reckless Impulse and want more mana, so yeah, I'll play these. I should probably honestly be playing them like, even if it leaves me with no lands in hand, just because Reckless Impulse might put me in a position where I want a lot of mana all of a sudden. But for as long as I had blood, it was fine to like hang on to them. I guess I should have played a Mountain there instead. This should be 3 and 3 instead of 4 and 2. Okay. Anything else you would like to do? I will Rending Flame this. I wish I could catch it up in a big Vampire's Vengeance. Well, will I? I don't know. What do I care if you're doing 2 lifelink damage per turn? That's fine. You can have it. I'll save the Rending Flame for something more important. I didn't notice they were running 3 colors. Okay, speaking of. No counter spells, please. I would hate that. Okay. Huh. Okay, bolting that is pretty fun. I guess I'll Impulse first. Oh, I should have probably not played that Mountain. Okay. So, this is fine. I bolt this and swing with everything? Well, I hold back a 1/4 for their to block the cat. Okay, this is also fine. It'll just give me more value on the other stuff in the future. I guess hold back a Guest instead of a Flame Breather. I don't think it matters very much, but I'll have a little bit more toughness back here. Oh, I see. You want to give that card draw. That's fine. I'm planning to remove it. I mean, no guarantee that I can. They might have, like, a counterspell or something. But I've been sitting on this Rending Flame, and that creature is now pretty stacked. I'm thinking about Syncopate and the order in which I should play these two cards. Right now they can only Syncopate for 3, which means the first card I play doesn't get countered. I think I'll play this because I kind of have to play it this turn. I mean, there are other counterspells in the format somewhere, I think. Actually, how do I should learn how to use Scryfall. To, like, look up stuff by set and so on. Now, if I try to Rending Flame now, they can Syncopate it. And it'll be with mana they're not even doing anything with. I can at least wait until next turn. I guess doing it in their upkeep might have been best, but I'm gonna say, like, I don't know, because then they would. This last card they drew might be a counterspell or something, right? But I don't really think this creature is doing enough. Right? This is going to transform, because there's no way they're sacking this. So I'm getting in for like 5, 7, 10 damage. Like, I don't care if you get in for a little card draw, right? I don't know. I guess I do, because if I kill this, I have, like, lethal on board? Fine. Let's see what they have in response. Syncopate for 1 would be pretty sad. Or for 2. Wash away. Okay. So they had that available for this and they chose not to use it, which is interesting. But we sucked up a bunch of their resources here. And we're still threatening a lot. Technically lethal, I think? Assuming they don't... If they play another creature and then sack to stop this from transforming, I guess that could be a problem. We're threatening 10, and then Vampire's Vengeance and the Flame Breather is 11. So they do have to do something. Doing nothing, it seems. Okay. Oh, this is a sorcery. I guess I could have maybe played it. But, like, since I'm threatening lethal, I don't know. Maybe this was foolish. This, I think, would have made it a lot easier to expect to kill them. Like, there are some things they could have that would win now, like a flash creature or something, right? Not win, but avoid losing. And if I had played this, a lot of those outs would disappear. Yeah. I forgot this was a sorcery. I just attacked and like, oh yeah, okay. And then as soon as I attacked, I was like, oh, is this a sorcery? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, so for example, this is something that I could have had lethal with if I had played this first. I guess I'm just going to admit the mistake and play it now. I don't know. I don't care about this thing. Like, the advantage is that I could play it now and, like, they don't have a counterspell for it, right? But I think I'm just going to wait till next turn. What's the rush? I should have won this game already, as I have said. This card was exactly what I needed, and then I didn't play it. Okay, sure. Yeah, +1/+0, have fun with that. It does have Vigilance, but I'm gonna, like, kill it, so I don't really care. So I'm going to play this on their turn. And then this on mine, so they can tax their counterspell supplies as much as possible. Passing to end is fine? Is there some reason I wouldn't want to do that? Because of this thing, I see. No? Oh, this does have an at the end. Okay, that's why it's offering me pass to end. Okay. I still have lethal though, unless you can also counter this. I don't think there's a 2 mana counter that works on this. I have too much mana. Geistlight Snare I can pay for. What did you discard? I'm not sure. A Twin Blade Geist, I guess? Okay, so it took me 1 turn longer than it should have, and I think I made one other small mistake earlier. And I mean, like, it wasn't just like that I won later, right? I gave them some chance to win. Fairly small, I think. But they did play some pretty good stuff, and if they'd had more good stuff, maybe I wouldn't have won. So definitely should have played Markov Retribution earlier. Wasn't there some card I was saying maybe I should cut, like Blood Fountain? What would I run instead of Blood Fountain? Maybe the Hearse? Like, so far I haven't really had games where something has died and I want to get it back. I have not missed Blood Fountain at all. But it does, like, give you blood. I think it's fine. I don't know. It gives you blood, which you can use to discard a land, but you could have just, like, not drawn the Blood Fountain, and then you wouldn't have... Right? If you have, like... If you consider lands completely useless, which they're not, but suppose that they were completely dead cards, then you could draw Blood Fountain, spend the blood that you got to discard a land, presuming that you have one, and get a new card. Well, like, you could just cut Blood Fountain from the deck and get that effect, right? And it's even worse. Why is this flashing? What is this? Oh. It's gonna, like, okay, whatever. So it's like a worse version of draw a card. You only want to run it for, like, I mean, okay, A, you can't just cut it. You do have to run 40 cards, and so maybe a worse version of draw a card is the best thing you have, because it's the closest thing there is to cutting a card. But also B, you get the effect of, like, recurring stuff from your graveyard. And I think there's stuff I'd be happy enough to take back. And I like blood. I don't know. I guess I'll keep it. There's nothing here that I'm really thrilled to run. Like, Vampire's Kiss, I guess would be... Or maybe Aim for the Head? Yeah. Maybe Aim for the Head over Blood Fountain, actually. It's another 3-drop, but it's, like, decent value and also maybe removal in some cases. I feel kind of silly about the Epicure now. Like, I cut Blood Fountain and I'm running Epicure, which is even, you know, arguably worse. But it is a creature, which is sort of useful, I guess. I don't know. Creature actually kind of sucks. What's it gonna do? Flip my... I guess I could Sure Strike with it. Or it could flip Desperate Farmer. But actually, I think, like, the Epicure is even worse. Maybe there'll be some game grindy enough that I want Blood Fountain to go off. Sure. Okay, 2-0. Let's keep it going. Oh, I was going to look up in Scryfall. Show me the syntax guide, please. Can I search for, like, set? Is that a thing? Yes. So I can search for, like, set VOW Oracle text count. Oh, counter target. Does that work? Yes. That shows me all the counters in the format. Wash Away was one I had forgotten. This is great. So there's Geistlight Snare and Overcharged Amalgam I also forgot. Clicked outside the window. Wash Away, Syncopate, Siphon Essence. Those are the counter spells in this format. All blue, unsurprisingly. Okay. Red-green wedding invitation. That's a little surprising. I don't want to tap this right now. I just want to hit him in the face for 3 damage while I can, I think. So play this first. Well, let me just play this. Yeah, that's a fine thing to do with my time. But I don't have anything to blood right now. Whereas if I Reckless Impulse, I should have something to do. Okay, Markov Retribution is kind of a whiff. There's no way I can use it to do much of anything next turn. Yeah, I don't think I should have played the Reckless Impulse. I don't know. Like, I could have just played Harvester into Traveler, and I think that would be so much pressure that they would buckle. Yeah, I was just kind of not really thinking about how to win the game, just about, like, what's exciting. Wow. I'm not going to get rid of a land right now, because I really do want to draw. I want to be able to play the Traveler. Okay, well... Turns out I could have gotten rid of a land and still played the Traveler. This isn't a vampire, so I think opponent was not worried about me playing this. I think like that would be one explanation for why they didn't play anything, is they saw that I was going to have to play this or lose it, and that they didn't want to stack up the board. But it doesn't work. This isn't a vampire, so... I think they just don't have any creatures that they want to play. Okay, now you start getting into the big... Ooh, they must have just drawn this. Or else they blundered by not playing it last turn. Okay, I could just play both of these, but let's see what this is up to. I don't know. I can just attack with it, right? Kill their stupid Weaver. But I could, like, draw and then attack with it later and still trade for the Weaver, but get some card draw in? Okay, give me what you got. Sure. Yeah, imagine if I'd played that Blood Tithe Harvester a couple turns ago, right? I would be doing, instead of the Reckless Impulse, I don't know. Then I wouldn't have gotten, like, Flame Breather by now. I would have done quite a bit more damage, though. I think they might be pretty much dead if I had just tempoed out instead of curving out. Yeah, that's cool for you. This isn't stronger anymore. But... Well... So if I get in for 3, then they're 6 away from lethal. If they try to block here, the ultimately greedy play, then I get in for 7, 8. I don't actually have lethal after that. And there is some chance that they have, like, Sure Strike or Wolf Strike or something. So I think I'm going to swing with just these two now. And there's no need to play any of this before combat. So these two are going to stay back, and if they trade here, then I get this thing bigger. And then we turn it back to day, which will be nice. Any tricks? Yes, that's fine. Ooh, killing them both. That's cool. Wow, okay. More tricks than I expected, but we still have a strong board. And I have Blood Fountain to get all that stuff back. Sneaky. All right, I'm for the first time happy to have Blood Fountain. But opponent like has 4 cards left. They're in an okay spot, I think. Oh my god. So many kill spells. Oh, okay. I mean, I think we just play the Sorin, right? Might as well dump a land while we're here. Aim for the head is kind of funny, but Sorin is certainly better. I think we attack here? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just gonna sit on this actually to make sure I have a blocker in case that, like, I'm making a vampire here, obviously, right? But suppose they kill the vampire with another removal spell and then attack Sorin. I don't want that to happen. I want to be blocking. So
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary work. I bring my own army.
time to start digging? No. Okay, they didn't play any of those. I don't know that they're lands, but... well, whatever. I'm just going to Reckless Impulse and then aim for the head here. Seems pretty clear. I don't want to Reckless Impulse right now, I think. Oh, let's see what I get from Sorin, by the way. Should have done that first. Probably. You may reveal it. Yes, I will do so.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Alright, what do you got in there? And that old brain. Fearful Villager and Retrieve. Okay, some good stuff they could have retrieved, but now can't. Oh, I guess I should blood this away. Since they know my hand is empty anyway, it's not like holding it up for later helps. Vampire's Vengeance is pretty good. I think I should attack with the 2-3, is that right? This 5-4 I hate. What are you doing being a 5-4? I guess it's a 6-mana spell. Okay. And then we'll probably just like chump the guest here. Yeah, chump the guest with on this thing. I'm not sure. Because they're going to attack Sorin, right? But if they go all in with everything, then I just don't block at all and I go face and kill them. So they're in kind of a tough spot. If you attack enough to make it hard for me to defend Sorin, then I can kill you. Now you only have 3 mana to do whatever with. Okay, well, it turns out the Blood Fountain hasn't been that great. I haven't needed it because I drew Sorin. Let's see what we get. Obviously, I accept.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
That's pretty gross. But I don't have to play it, right? I can just swing with my Vampire, and then Vampire's Vengeance for lethal. Alright, I mean, the Flame Breather did great work there, as well. Like, obviously Sorin was better. He drew, like, 2 cards and made a 2/3 lifelink flyer. But the Flame Breather did a lot of damage, I think. This was the game where I should have played the... I should have played my Harvester sooner to threaten more damage, or maybe the Farmer, I don't know. But that game could have been over a lot faster. Ooh. This is so good with a mountain. But it has to be specifically a mountain. I don't think I can keep this. There's only, like, you know, a 1 in 4 chance of drawing a mountain. I think I just lose too often if I keep this. This is great. Get rid of the Vampire's Vengeance, I think. I could get rid of a land. I should draw enough eventually. I have several shots at it, and I only need 3. That way I get to keep all the gas. I feel like scared about mulliganing down to 2 lands. When, like, if it were a 2-land hand, I would have kept it without even thinking about it. But, like, having a 3-land hand and mulliganing down to 2 always scares me. Because, like, I can't play the cards in my hand. But, like, you're going to draw a land before too long most of the time. We're going to see what they do here. They might, like, just kill this with, I don't know, Wolf Strike and then go face some more? I think that would be pretty aggressive. Maybe they're just going to heal? No. I will block here. Green-white does not have much of a long game. And that's why they're attacking here rather than healing. Is they want to get damage in. Okay. Well, there's some long game for you, I guess. But you're only healing yourself. You're not doing damage to me, and I'm okay with that. like, I don't think your life total is going to matter all that much. This thing I hate. Reckless Impulse, I guess. Planning to Vampire's Vengeance later? That's a little tricky, actually. Because I can't kill both of these with Vampire's Vengeance. On my turn, I could kill this one, but not this one. On their turn, I could block, and then Vampire's Vengeance. Actually, they won't have made this indestructible, because it doesn't need to be. So I might get away with Vampire's Vengeance on their turn in the future. Anyway, but at the moment, what I need is just keep drawing lands. Yeah, I think Go for the Head is actually a great play next turn. Because the stuff they have on board is not going to win the game against me. Ooh. Okay, I have to Vampire's Vengeance instead. These two together are just too much. Using any blood here? The Vampire Bat's not great, but it's fine, and they're going to have flyers that I'll need to deal with. Okay. So no blood then. And we're losing Go for the Head. I could be really, really greedy and try to use this. No, there's no way it could be better than right now. I guess I could dump the Gluttonous Guest. I don't know. I love life gain, right? I'll just wait. I don't need to do anything with all this blood. No attacks. I really would have loved to play Go for the Head and empty out their hand because their board isn't good enough, but okay, their board just became good enough, so I had to get rid of it. They're grinding up a zillion life against me. Oh no, another one of these. All right. The problem is everything I have that costs 3, and like I have like not that much mana. I still think I just like want to put down a flyer. I don't mind taking 4 damage once or twice here before I rend it. I hope that next turn I can play Gluttonous Guest plus Rending Flame to kill this. I'm not sure if that'll happen or what. The Kindly Ancestor is getting great value. I don't know. Can't be too mad about that, I guess. I wonder if they'll forget that it can't block and be afraid to attack. No. Now, if they don't pay here, Vampire's Vengeance would be insane, but I don't have it, obviously. That's just the scenario I was thinking of when I wondered whether I could get away with Vampire's Vengeance on their turn. Actually, I would play Vampire's Vengeance before they could choose. Oh, it would have been good on their turn. Because before they could choose to pay, but after they had declared attackers, I could use Vampire's Vengeance to kill this and injure this. Then I could declare a blocker. It turned out not to be relevant because they played a big scary flyer that I had to kill. But yes, I could have killed both of these pretty easily without them having to make a mistake. Okay, I'm not too scared about that. I wonder if I should just learn my lesson and dump the bat, but I don't think so. Good. A third land is exactly what I was looking for. So we kill the 4/2. And we do it main phase, just in case they have something that can keep it alive on their turn, like Adamant Will or something. It would be cute to wait until they decide to attack and then zap it, but it wouldn't actually be particularly good. A little surprised no attack with this. What do you need the mana for? Huh. So they're a counters deck that hasn't gotten the counters yet. Interesting. I'm going to dump this guy just so I can have spent some blood to bring him back with Courier Bat, I guess. I guess I should have done that pre-combat. That was why I was talking about doing it, but then I forgot. So they have some value here. Like a lot of value if they get the deck for it. Well, I may as well just keep going on this, right? Bolt is fun. It is. Is it the Desperate Farmer I want? It might actually be the Voltaic Visionary now I look at it. Like, I don't super need the lifelink with all these guests around. And, this is draw plus a 4/3? Yeah, give me the Visionary, actually. Okay, I maybe shouldn't have thrown away that much. I should have kept the second mountain for a little while just to play this and then use more blood later. The fact that I was digging this guy up is what made me use blood, but then I realized I shouldn't actually do that. So, a bit of a mistake there. Still, it's not so bad because now I have Flame Blessed Bolt open, which might be worth something if they, like, try to attack. Oh, no! They just suddenly hit, like, everything they needed. Okay. Well, I guess that's game over, huh? I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Okay, I'll just play a creature and then concede, I guess. See ya. That spell was, frankly, bananas. Like, obviously they needed to have the right thing for it, and this is, you know, this is a place where I might say that I made a mistake, right, in allowing them to get there. Because if I had, like, if I had managed to play Aim for the Head, they would have 2 fewer total cards. And they needed all of the cards they had to, like, play all the lands to get this, and to draw this. Like, if they dumped 2 cards, like, it's impossible for them to do that while still having it be legal to play Sigardia's Summons. So, well, and this thing, yeah. So, I don't know. At the time, it seemed pretty important to kill the stuff that I killed with Vampire's Vengeance, and I think that it was. I don't know. Did I use Rending Flame too aggressively? I don't think so. That 4/2 was causing me trouble. I'll just eventually, we didn't put enough pressure on. And opponent drew into their win condition like 2 turns in a row. Or, I don't know, maybe they had it already and they just drew the land. I wasn't really watching that carefully. Sure. Not amazing, but Reckless Impulse on 2 should be okay. Even better. Would I trade for this? I don't know, maybe. My life total is going to be a bit of a problem against red-white, I think. And this is like going to damage me, and then it's going to attack them. No, get out of here. They could have some removal, but that's the nice thing about this card. It doesn't really care if you... Well, okay, Fierce Retribution would be a little annoying, I guess. Still, I think this is the standout play for now. Red, white, and black. Okay, didn't expect that. Flame Blessed Bolt would also be gross. But they don't seem to have it, or they would have played it last turn. Imprisonment. Okay. Is there something I can do about that? I could kill it myself if I had the wherewithal, the mana, and so on. I do have Markov Retribution, so in principle that's possible if they wait around for too long. I don't know if it's going to be good to use my removal spell on getting this thing back. Probably not, but it's a possibility. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be what I do. I'm going to kill this thing. Looks like I don't really need Sure Strike for much of anything right now. But I have a surplus of mana next turn anyway, so I think I'll wait for that. Rather than commit to it now. Maybe I could find something better to discard. Alright. I guess I can just play the guest right now and hold open Sure Strike. I don't have to, like, blitz that out of the sky. Guest doesn't really want to block. Well, anything is fine blocking with Sure Strike, I guess. They might have their own Sure Strike, which would be pretty embarrassing. I guess I'll just play the farmer then. Right? And then not block, but attack back? I don't know. Yeah, they won't have enough mana to kill the farmer with just this thing, even if they pass tonight. So this is fine, I think. Okay, no Sure Strike coming. That's good to know. They do get solid value for that. No question there. I'm going to play this one out rather than a guest, so that if I attack and they block, this one flips. To another target creature, so it can't kill itself. Not that I'm thrilled to do that. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna like give up on this thing. which is fine. I would like a land right now to play both of these together. Okay, I'll take it. So lets me get some actual pressure in. Okay, I have 2 creatures in here, so if I ever run dry, I can Blood Fountain everything back up. But I think... well, I could just do it now. I don't know, let's attack and see what happens. Okay, they trade. So now Blood Fountaining back the 2 farmers looks kind of cool. Maybe the farmer and the visionary is better. Yeah, let's do that. Because then I can actually play the visionary this turn, which would be kind of nice. Without having to play another land, which I don't want to do. Whoa! No blocks. I think, right? I mean, I could trade this for one of them, but I don't really want to. I want it to become a 4/3. And I want it to draw? Yeah, no blocks. Come on in. I have 36 life. I can afford to give away 8. Now, this is another situation where maybe I should not use this. Maybe I should use this to attack, but I don't think I will. Let's see what I get. I want to draw. Like, I love drawing. Great Mountain's fine, I guess. Rending Flame is pretty lovely. I don't need it now, obviously, but it's nice to have. Courier Bat, pretty great draw. And I won't attack, so I guess I'll just do this. Yeah. Because my 1/4 is a good blocker for their 2/2s. Okay. More of these dudes. So we killed this and then swing. It's important to do this pre-combat so they don't have a good trade for it. And I play you out so that you flip if they block. Yeah, this 4/3 is kind of gross. They don't really want to let in 6 damage, but if they block, it's probably even worse. This is your 3rd one, isn't it? Yeah? Okay. How did I kill the other one? I don't know, just combat, I guess? Okay, Scavenger's alright. So attack with both of these and see what they want to do about it. And then play both creatures, I think. Oh, you know, I probably should have played this first. Yeah, I forgot. Whoops. I'm actually going to hold this one back. Specifically so I can make sure this one flips. I made a mistake. I should have played this first. I mean, they're not going to have anything that draws creatures, right? They don't have... Oh, they do have black. They could have... yeah, get rid of the Ballista Watcher just in case. They could have a Blood Fountain. I was thinking if they were just red-white, then it would be better to get rid of an instant or sorcery. Because red... Well, I don't know. I know blue has some stuff that gets those back. Does red? I don't remember. Maybe Scryfall will tell me. Is C for color? It is, okay. And the text is target target non-creature? I don't know. They're attacking with, alright, a 5-2. Come on in. Oh, it is vigilant. I guess I should have just blocked it, huh? No, it's invincible, right. Okay, I guess I don't know how to use Scryfall, because I thought... Oh, hang on. I don't know. I thought blue has... Okay, it has, like, repository scab. Yeah, that's the only way to dig things like that back up from your graveyard. Okay. Well, pretty good Flame Blessed Bolt. I can attack with this, right? If they block here, they're dead. Just barely, right? 6-9, yeah. So they have to chump something instead. Yeah, so there's actually nothing that returns non-creature spells. There's only instants or sorceries, and that's only repository scab. Which is a little surprising. I thought there would be more. Is that what, 4 and 1? 5 and 1? 4. Ugh. I can't keep this. This, I can dump a mountain and it's fine. It looks a little underwhelming, but I think it's actually pretty good. I don't know. I wish I could dump one more mountain and like keep more... Yeah, exactly. More creatures. Red, white... Okay, just some sort of generic aggro thing, I think. What in the world is this? Oh, Faithbound Judge. Okay, I need Rending Flame, like, immediately. Oh, but then... Wait, does Rending Flame... Remind me what that does? Does it exile or no, right? It doesn't. Yeah. I mean, this is horrible. Alright, well... And even if it, like, comes back... Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any way to remove enchantments. I don't have a way to counter them. I think it's utterly hopeless. But okay, I'll play a creature. What's its disturb cost? 7. Okay, so maybe if I could remove this, I could kill them before it goes off. Although, no, it comes back No, it doesn't automatically transform. They have to play it again. Okay, so maybe I could use a scavenger to eat it from their graveyard after I killed it with Rending Flame. Or, indeed, with Markov Retribution, although at the moment I don't have any big enough vampires. This is a hell of a play for 3 mana. Okay, come on in, I guess. I don't get much value from blocking that, obviously. I guess I just play a creature and don't use any blood? I want more than 3 mana, right? I guess I should play this. I need to dig for stuff, but I also need mana. Starting next turn, it's going to be able to start bonking me. Okay, I guess I don't need the courier bat for anything. Doesn't do anything. Should you not have gained first strike first? Okay. I'm gonna block with this just to flip. But not with... I don't know. This would trade. I kind of wanted this to be able to draw, but I guess I need to not die. And that involves killing this thing. If only you were a vampire. I can't even attack with it very usefully, right? Like, I guess I may as well, but it's just getting eaten by a 3/1. Are they going to be greedy and keep this and try to activate its first strike? I don't think they should. Yeah, okay. They might even flicker this to not give me any life. If they don't have any good cards in hand, that could be a kind of funny play. Alright, here we go. Because actually with 5 mana, I can kill... With 6 mana, I can play both of these and kill that. Problem is, they're so close to 7 mana to activate the disturb cost, right? Even if I kill it, what am I going to do? Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. This is the card I needed. The problem is that I don't have a way to kill this yet. The other problem is that, like, if they ever get to their 7th mana, then I won't be able to play all of this and then kill them, and then also play this, right, on the same turn, because they'll just play their thing. So I don't think there's anything I can really do here. Like, I can play Markov Retribution and attack and hope they're dumb enough to block. But even if they do, they just get the... I don't know, man. Vampire's Vengeance clears up much of the board, but not enough. I think, like, I lost this game a long time ago, but... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I just play this, since I am not going to be able to use it to eat up their judge. And hope to draw another one by the time it's relevant. I don't know how that could possibly happen. But in the meantime, this keeps me from getting killed by 4 damage every turn. And then maybe Vampire's Vengeance to kill a bunch of stuff and then attack with everything? Yeah? Okay, I mean, here's what we do. We kill their whole board. And then we hope that they don't draw any land, and also that we draw our other scavenger. Nope. Alright, I'm dead. Well, I don't know. Maybe this costs them enough tempo that I can kill them in time? I don't think it does. So it's at the beginning of your upkeep. And when it gets its 3rd, I lose. Alright, well, we're clearly not winning before that happens. I mean, not much to do about that, right? 12th best card in the set, according to this list. Pretty... If I had had that mana a little bit sooner, I actually could have survived against it. Right? Which is one reason I was looking at my discard to see if I dumped any lands. Because I could have actually done that removal and then played my scavenger if I'd had the mana sooner. And it looks like they only got their 7th land just when they did. So... I still was in kind of rough shape because they had that Uprising or whatever it is. This is a pretty good hand. But I could have at least survived the judge. I don't know, it's really tough to like make criticisms of my play because they just played so many unbelievable cards. Specifically, 2. Okay. Sure. See what we get out of this. Hopefully something I can play. Shouldn't you wait to see what Impulse reveals before you decide? Not that it super matters, but... Oh! Sorin! you know, well, that was something that we said was unlikely to happen very often, and I still think it wasn't a bad play, but it sure didn't work out. I don't know. Like, it was fine. This is the same as Sorin being on the bottom of my deck, right? And I played Reckless Impulse to draw a land, and I played the land. It was just a 2-mana do-nothing. 2-mana cantrip, which is not that bad. And now we know we won't be drawing Sorin, so we have some other outs to play too. You know, mostly my plan to draw Sorin is I'm mostly not like, hey, let's play this way so that if I draw Sorin, I win. But on occasion, I might behave. Oh no, hang on. Let's tap like this. I don't know. Okay, now that I can play next turn. And I'll be reasonably happy to do so. Although this deck doesn't mind sacrificing stuff. Rending Flame is nice to have. I don't mind playing a 5th mana. I guess I should attack with this? They're not going to block, right? Yeah, getting that damage. Oh! That's so great! My guest is going to let you transform your egg for... Or, not guest, traveler. Is going to let you transform this for free. I don't know. I guess maybe you probably wanted to exploit it, of course. But this gives you the chance to sack it. Great. Well done. I'll probably just Rending Flame it. Oh, actually, it's going to be at the beginning of my end step, so I don't need to stop in their thing. I can just do this. This resolves. And then I kill it. While they have no mana. I've played all these Reckless Impulses, and my hand is... You know, I don't seem to have gotten any good cards out of all of this. Okay, they got rid of the egg permanently. That's kind of nice. And we killed their thing before they could play this. Also nice. Although, I guess it's flipping anyway. This is the worst deck to play Traveler against. They're just like, yeah, great. I love it. I guess I'll eat up their Traveler or their Dissenter. And play a Desperate Farmer of my own. This board is not looking good for me. I think if they attack with the 4/3, I let it in. Likewise, the 3/3? Ooh, okay. Oh, they don't attack. Okay. What are you sacking now? Throng, maybe? I think they should keep sacking stuff. Okay. Yeah, more Throngs, very funny. vamp or a courier bat? Wouldn't even help. I haven't had anything die yet. I want to keep my Sure Strike handy, I think. I don't know. They had the same board last turn when I was tapped out and they didn't attack. I guess I'll just get this down so it's easier to transform both of them by losing something. But opponent is ahead right now for sure. Their board is tolerable and their hand is immense. I don't know. I think I have the better board at the moment for sure, though. I just can't do anything with it. Okay, they're finally sick of this thing. That's fine, I guess. Oh, and it got exiled, so I can't even dig it back up with the Blood Fountain. Okay, well. Pass, I guess? I want the Sure Strike for defensive combat tricks, not offensive, I think. I want to kill important creatures, not just whatever they happen to block with. Right, attacking with the 2/2 would be like a huge blunder. They would block here or something. I guess I could attack with the 2/3, but then they block here, and that sucks too. Okay. I see what the plan is. I think it's gonna work. Alright, that's a pretty solid card. It's gonna have to kill him real fast. And they have to have no removal, which seems unlikely for blue-black. If they remove it, I guess I get some 4/3s. Unless they exile it with another bleed dry or something. Ugh, imagine if I had Sorin. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been that great. Oh, they're gonna dig up a bleed dry? That's so gross. Yep. I mean, what can you do? We're gonna lose this game. Ooh, Vampire's Vengeance, is that anything? No, it kills literally none of their shit. I could swing with a 1/4. I don't see how that would help. And since we're not getting this guy back anyway, I may as well just use the blood token to draw. Cool. This can remove their catapult dude if I get some more blood tokens. It's too bad I just spent them all. What other blood sources do I have? I've already played both of these. Did I didn't end up running that pointed discussion, right? Only 3 colors, but running Evolving Wilds, okay. Well, now I don't want to spend my blood, because I want to, like, get more to kill this stupid catapult captain. Well, he's not a captain yet, but he will be. I don't see any lines here that make any sense. attack with the 2/3 and sure strike what they block with, but it would just be a 3/3. It wouldn't do anything. What else is in my deck? I don't have Sorin, right? So I already lost my the flying win condition. Vampire Bat is not really enough to win, I don't think. So I'm not sure what I would be digging for. What do I have that has blood, though? I mean, I would need, like... I guess I would only need one more blood for this to be active. So I could use Vampire's Vengeance as well. Alright, I guess I'm going to dig for blood. Or... Actually... No, I don't want to... I don't want to dig, i.e. use blood. I want to keep drawing in a hope of obtaining blood. It's a very, very good spell in this situation. I think opponent is crushing me now. They seem to be having trouble turning on their catapult captain. And I do have a lot of life, so it's not an emergency, but it's not going well. Aim for the head is great, isn't it? Oh, wow. I think I have to use it to exile their cannon fodder, right? It would be cool to get rid of 2 cards from their hand, but the rest of the board I can deal with. What I can't deal with is having 13 damage and then a bunch more damage thrown at my face. I think this thing is too good. Right? Yeah. 2 random cards is just not enough. Probably one of them's a land anyway. They actually had Cradle of Safety. The only 2 mana play they could have that would keep it alive. Alright, nothing I can do. And now if it flips, I need 3 blood tokens to kill it. I don't think it would have been right to like wait until they were tapped out. That was as tapped out as they were ever going to get. Oh my god. I'm dead in very few turns. I can get rid of the blood because it like no longer does anything. I need way too much of it to be effective. And dig for, I don't know, some card that somehow helps. That is not it. Bolt is kind of funny, but not good. If I had drawn this last turn and also not spent a blood, I could like Vampire's Vengeance, Flame Blessed Bolt, and this to all kill the Catapult Captain. I think that would be too much. Like, that's not the only threat opponent has. They also have a better board than me. I guess we just do nothing again. Did they exile stuff with the Scab, by the way? They didn't, okay. Right, I haven't killed enough things, I guess. Yeah, just a Throng in there. If I could, like, top deck Sorin, which I obviously can't, it would not be enough. Would it have been enough in the past? I'm not sure. I actually don't mind sacking a guest here. They're not even going to let me. Okay. Scavenger their throng. Doesn't really do anything. I don't know. I think I could resign a while ago. This is pretty much all my deck does, right? I don't have any other cards. Yeah. I'm just going to concede. Why wait around? They've clearly got me. You know, they might not know it. They might think I'm drawing to some big victory card, but I don't have one. There's nothing that survives just like a 2/5 flyer. Rending Flame kills that, it's true, but they just had so much more than me that I'm out of there. All right, I mean, you know, if we had waited one more turn to play Reckless Impulse, then we could have played the Sorin. You know, would that have been enough? I don't know that it would have, because my deck, I guess I would just make enough flying vampires, maybe, but I think they could have just killed Sorin without too much trouble. All right, still, 4 wins, a respectable performance. Let's claim that prize and then get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.